Hey guys, how's it going? It's a little bit chilly and cloudy outside, so hopefully it won't dampen the lighting too much, but I'll try my best. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about what I thought was really important because I've been noticing this a lot lately through the internet as well as the people that are around me. People find it sometimes completely necessary to compare themselves to celebrities, neighbors, and a myriad of other people that, quite frankly, have nothing in common with them and would not relate to them in the slightest. But why do we do this? Why do we find other things and other people to compare ourselves to because we're not feeling sufficient with what we have in mind? I think it's important to know that taking stock in what you have is ultimately the most important thing to do. Knowing that every time you improve yourself, you should not look to the other person and try to see how they improved themselves too, because you want to just try to beat them. By constantly comparing yourself to another person, you'll never get ahead. You'll never be the strongest, you'll never be the fastest, you'll never be the smartest. The only thing and only person that you can compare yourself to is your past self. As long as you live through life every day trying to get better than the person you were yesterday, you'll be able to definitely achieve those comparison goals that you were looking for earlier. Find satisfaction in knowing that you don't have to compare yourself to somebody else. Be grateful that you are who you are, because if you were anybody else, you probably wouldn't be as good as if you were just trying to play as yourself. Now, with this in mind, you want to be able to kind of understand the common barriers that most people find whenever they start achieving more and more in life. Once you start to compare yourself to others in a more positive light, and you see that you might be happening to be at a higher level than others, you tend to become a little egotistical. So in order to kind of mitigate that, you should really understand that you should not flatter yourself every single time you achieve an accomplishment. It's certainly okay to have, a mini celebration in your head and be proud of the person that you're becoming, but you have to be able to check your ego. This is important because knowing that you being the best you is not egotistical is far more important than you being the best person, because that is certainly egotistical and will definitely dampen any sort of future progress you anticipate on making. With that in mind, you have to understand that your past self is your benchmark. That's the person that you're trying to beat. That's the person that you're trying to overcome every day. That's the person you're trying to say, I want to be better than that person. If you're doing this to somebody else, you have to understand that people are package deals, and they don't just come with their looks or their money or their possessions or freedoms. All of those things are a collection and a result of their past experiences and their ethics in life. All of those things are attainable only by them. Be grateful to know that you have your own set of ideas and future possibilities that are just perfect for you and only you. Now, this isn't to sort of say that everybody is a unique individual that deserves everything in the world. Life is pretty tough, and not everybody's going to be dealt the same cards, so to say. So with that in mind, know that no matter where you start on this proverbial benchmark, know that you're not comparing yourself to the person that's had 30 more years of experience in a certain field than you have. You're comparing yourself to the person you were yesterday or the person you were last year. For me personally, the past few years have been some of the most developmental times in my life. Granted, this is common for the age group that I'm in, but I think it's important to know that I'm trying to become a better person for me. Simply me. Because if I put in all of that stock and I become the best person that I can be, that's not selfish. It's not selfish to want to take care of yourself in the most effective way possible, because as soon as you become a prime person, the most real person that you can be, truly to yourself, you can become an important resource for the people that you love and care about. So don't view it as some sort of selfish endeavor for you to go off and be the best person you can be. View it as an opportunity to help the people you love and know around you even more. Because if you take the time to really understand yourself, you'll be able to kind of supersede the people ahead of you. In addition, you really should be able to look at others for ideas and inspirations and, perhaps ways that you could do things better. It's always important to be open to feedback, especially from others, considering that there can be some sort of hindsight or confirmation bias that kind of goes in with any sort of endeavor that you decide to do. But this has to be steeped in purely improving yourself, and not in any shape and form can it be envious. If you constantly envy people, you'll feel a void in your heart all the time. And this does not go away easily, because you want his money, you want her looks, you want everything about all of these different types of things that simply cannot happen for you. They're not possible. So know that ultimately you are the only person that can be you, and that is something that is a gift. And I am so thankful every day that I am able to be the best me. And I hope that you can be the best you. Thank you.